Good morning, ladies and gents. It's Mr. Heisen again. Wanted to make a quick video for you all about today's lesson. As you see, it's entitled The Four Transformations, and we have pictures of some Autobots transforming because Autobots change, Transformers change, and that's what occurs on these graphs, okay? Now, there's four types of changes, and you've already learned this first one down here, which is a dilation, which is an increase or decrease in size. And then we have three others, a reflection, rotation, and a translation. But which one is which? Is this the reflection, the rotation, or translation? Is it this one? Or is it that one? And how do you recognize it? What are the characteristics that you need to be looking for? And that's kind of the purpose of this video, to be able to understand and describe the four transformations that we see in math class. But before we can talk about those, we need to fill in our notes page. So go ahead and put your name, class, period, date on this, and we're going to fill this out real quick, okay? I'm going to try to keep this video short so that you can watch it multiple times and speed up and slow down without taking up the whole class, right? So the transformer shape or figure means to, hopefully you know this already, change it. In general, we can change the size, the location, and direction that a figure is facing. Now, we've also been talking about pre-images and images. The figure before a translation is called the pre-image. And again, I hope that you guys know that by now. Let me get that, make it look prettier. Bam. And then right here, I'm going to type in image. You can make that a little smaller as well. The pre-image is also known as the original figure. And after a transformation has occurred, the new figure is just called the image. If the pre-image were labeled A, that image, we would then label it A apostrophe or A prime. And it's just like it sounds, A prime, like Optimus Prime. Keep that in mind. So before is pre-image, just like we talked about pre-nup in class, we've talked about pre-algebra, we've talked about prehistoric. The word pre is a prefix. You see what I did there? For before. So keep that in mind as we look at the before image and the after image, or the pre-image and the image. So the table below shows the four types of transformations. We need to label the pre-image and the image, and then list the keywords for those transformations. So when you guys go look in the mirror, you're trying to impress your little cute little boyfriend or girlfriend. You guys look in the mirror and you see a reflection of yourself. And this one I have highlighted here would be just that, a reflection. This one over here that shows a size change would be a dilation, like we talked about how they dilate people's eyes for glasses, or your blood vessels dilate. That's what gives you a headache. This one here is going to be a rotation because there's a turning. There's a turning that took place. And then over here is a translation, which is a slide. Oop. Let's see if I can type that correctly. Nope, still failed. There we go. So those are our four types of transformations. And the keywords you want to look for translation are slide, reflection. Keyword you want to look for is flip. Our keyword for rotation, ooh, that was nasty, right there, is going to be a turn. And our keyword for dilation is a size, but specifically a change in size. Those are kind of the keywords you're going to hear us use when we talk about the four transformations. Now, right here, I want you to type in or write, in your case, examples of where you would see a translation or slide. Where would you see a reflection or flip? Where would you see a rotation or turn? And where would you see a change in size or dilation? I'll provide one example, but I need you to list at least 2 to 3. So when I go to HEB and I put my food on the counter, it starts sliding for me, and they call that a conveyor belt. So this idea of sliding can be seen at HEB on a conveyor belt. And a flip is like looking in a mirror, right? A reflection. A rotation or turn, an example I think of is my wheels or tires on my truck, right? And then a size change is like my blood vessels. When you guys talk while I'm talking, that just drives me nuts. So my blood vessels start to dilate and gives me a big old headache. So those are the four types of transformations. I need you to think of 2 to 3 examples yourself. Once you have done that, you're going to flip your paper over, and on the back side, there will be a part 2 to this video where I'll dive in further. But for now, I want you to focus on finishing this side, providing those examples, and there will be a part 2 video. Thank you for watching.